Peace is only controlled by how the motherfuckers around you being on the same thing as you. You asking for a slow death because how you gonna be of service to each other? Motherfuckers not have to be able to get along despite their differences. You got to be different to survive. You got to cover the shit I can't reach. But how that's gonna happen if just because we different, we can't get along, right? How do you get along amongst your differences? Silence is enough space for everybody. Silence makes enough space for everybody. You know what the problem is? That cat needs cat food every time. That fucking cat needs cat food more often than you. So she's always gonna be an inconvenience. This bitch is always gonna be an inconvenience. To ask for alignment is to remove motion. You have to contrast your environment to get motion. Right? So you're not gonna get peace if you want to be alive, right? Or you're not. It would take some sophisticated individuals with the ability what to serve and see somebody other than they. They can't be no fucking kids. That's why all the problems come from that side. Now the issue becomes this: because we know all the problems come from that side, right? Because we know, like get the bullshit out your ear. We know this. We know this. We know this. All the grudginess, all the remembering, all the unforgiveness come from that side because they're the only side capable of it, right? You want to be for real or not? You want that side is where the shit comes from, right? So the problem is this: that side is a bunch of kids. The problem is you don't want to kill them if they're kids, right? It's easy to kill them if they're you. If they're you, you know better. They don't know no better, and that's what becomes a predicament because you know all the problems are coming from them. The only thing you could do is become a bigger baby than them. But that was just like killing them anyway, just like they killing you slowly, right? So there is no escape from it. You can pretend you being nice, but the only way you're going to find your peace is by killing your brother. But the minute you kill your brother, you kill yourself. So how is silence not the why is silence not the solution? Why ain't silent? You know why? Because bitches can't keep their mouth shut. They can't keep their mouth shut. They need to control the things around them. Does that make you feel safe controlling the shit around you? Controlling the shit around me don't make me feel safe. What makes me feel safe is the confidence and my flexibility. That's why I need to be left alone so I can continue my research and remain flexible. Right? They bother me, so I'm not flexible no more. Right? I'm not mentally flexible. I'm not able to cognitively hold the load that it is riding a train in the morning. I'm going to flip out. Why? They're not giving me no space to breathe, so I can stay flexible. Right? All the problems are coming from that bitch side. And what do they hide behind? The face of it. But the only way you're going to alleviate yourself by killing that bitch. The only way. If you become a bigger kid than them, you still killed them in a soft version. The reason the world is the way it is because half of us are denying what it is. And then a quarter of us goes along with that bullshit. Half of us denies what it is. And then a quarter of us goes along with it. Right? And the rest is just outnumbered. That's what makes it balanced. If but that one quarter could just let go of the other side, we might not have no problems. Now, I don't want to be, you don't be mean and cruel to people. And I'm pretty sure but they don't have an argument. They don't. All the arguments are based in their self-glorification, their self-promotion. All their arguments. They don't even care. Unless that's why they would rather hear some propaganda about sex than what's actually going on the other side of the world that's affecting them more directly. Because they only care about themselves. And that's the source of the problems right there. And so what you gonna do? But get rid of them. Transform them. You gonna transform them? How? By killing them? You know how you gonna transform them? They ain't listening. Right? So it becomes a predicament of like silence. But see, it's easy for me to say that because I can talk to myself. It's easy for me to say that. My parents didn't love me. They created a split. I can talk to myself. What about kids who were victim of their parents' intentional slavery, right? I'm going to be nice to my kids so they never leave me, even though I shouldn't have never made the slave to begin with. But I made a mistake, and you got to forgive me for being a kid. I hope they make the same mistake so they can forgive me for doing something stupid enough to bring in a life in this bum-ass world. My father wants me to become a parent only. Why? You know why? Not because he's particularly anxious about being a grandfather. It's because he wants me to suffer the same pain as him. He know he fucked up. We ain't supposed to be having kids. There is no excuse. There are many men sacrificed to the beast. Many men. I don't know what language she speaks. She only listen to me. Many men are sacrificed to that false. She ain't gotta have kids to survive. Same reason they would circumcise me. Right? You don't get what you want, especially if you are a Jew. I bet you if I stop trying to fuck this bitch, she might get some muscles and grow on her own. We might not even want to hang out. I'm telling you, that 1/4 of men, what's the point of thinking about the woman? It's that bad man, that little bitch, Peter Pan. You know what I'm saying? There's no escaping that. There's no escaping that. Or leave me alone. The way you solve the problem is you got to get rid of the motherfuckers causing problems. There won't be no motherfuckers problem being created. Because you know why? These motherfuckers work in harmony. They intentionally work in harmony. Those motherfuckers are not cooperative. They're competitive by nature and on purpose. They will forgo some cooperation just because the competition is more entertaining. That's how they are. You ain't gonna solve that. That's why these motherfuckers hang out in Greenland and these motherfuckers over here in the cage. That ain't never been no different since we walked the earth. Unless you a backwards man living in backwards land, adorned with your leather luggage bags, talking about dreams of Hollywood. That's the only time. When else is that viable? When else is it necessary? When else does that create a product that's worthy of anything? When you doing it on purpose. I'm fucking you up, turning you backwards on purpose. Why? Because it makes the honey more sweeter. You will never be anything more than what? Some residue on my teeth. That's what you said to me. That's what they said, so to speak. Give her like, okay, yeah. That skyscraper goes up high and these luxury pillows are so soft. I'm nothing more than residue on your fucking teeth. What's that gonna change? That's like that joke. I'm going to Dave Chappelle. You gonna say, oh, what's up? I'm in KFC. What you want, nigga? Like, okay, give me some chicken, motherfucker. I don't care how soft your pillows is, motherfucker. I'm still residue on your teeth. Still, a nigga is in the like, what am I supposed to do about that? Nothing. I'm minding my business, trying to mind my business. But then, you were being hunted the whole time. It was your purpose to die. Says who? Who would ever do that but some bitches? I ain't gotta listen to no bitches. I can mind my business because I don't want to hurt no bitches. I don't. Right? I don't want to get involved with no bitches in a negative way. But bitches are negative. It's best to stay away from them, right? That's what my father said. Sing them blues songs. Sing them. Don't go on no date. You want to sing blues songs. Because all the problems come from that longing, that desire. That desire. The body, the desire. If you want peace, you gotta let the body die. That's why it's rest in peace. You don't really want peace, right? So, right. I like hearing my music. I like hearing the sound of my voice. I made for battle because I can't just be like, oh, I'm just gonna die. I'm just gonna let you kill me and be miserable for eternity. I can't. I'm not. And no man walking this earth, a bitch would blame me for thinking like that. A bitch say, you can't think like that. You won't be useful to me. A man gonna say, I can relate to that. I can understand. I'm not gonna force you. There's enough space for everybody. There's enough space for everybody. Unless you a bitch and you gotta know what I'm doing. That's just your nature. You don't need no grand excuse, no fuck conspiracy to do that. You're just a bitch and your nature is to be nosy.